Let's get into some more news out of Mauritius today. Mauritian ICT Company Bhumishq will be designing and building as well as managing data centers across Africa, that between 2014 and 2020. Now making the Mauritian data center the master data center, which also functions as a disaster recovery center for the whole country. Earlier, Nozipho Mbanjwa spoke to Daneshwa Damri, the chairman of the group. For more, let's take a look.
As you know, the African continent has witnessed a lot of ICT infrastructure development, the mobile telephony, the connectivity, human resources development, and my company is coming to sort of invest in the last leg, which is data centers. And being the last economic frontier, definitely all the companies, global companies, are looking at Africa today for ICT investments.
What is the value addition that is going to be brought forth by having a rollout of data centers across the continent?
This is a great question. Today you have ICT is an enabler for many industries, for the agribusiness, for the healthcare, for the education, for government, for all sorts of industries. So, and the business model is changing. Earlier, global companies used to sell software and technology to companies. But today, technology is becoming more, the cloud computing is becoming more of a service, of a solution. So to be able to reach, for solutions to be able to reach the African people and the African continent in general, you need data centers to provide this, to complete this platform infrastructure.
Are you finding that you're being highly received by governments as they might see an opportunity on piggybacking off this technological feat to advance the service delivery agenda?
Yes, data centers are the hot topic right now for Africa, and it's getting the right response from governments throughout Africa. It's not only my observation, it is also the observation of players in the technology area, especially the data center area.
Daneshwa, do we have the human capacity and the human resources to successfully carry out this ambitious plan?
We, as a continent right now, we do not necessarily have the complete human capital. However, at the beginning, you have a lot of the foreigners that are coming to the continent to participate in this venture. And more importantly, you have the returning diaspora of Africa that are returning to the continent for this venture. Overall, this is an area that we have to address. We have to develop more local competencies, but that is something that I believe all the countries are doing, but because that creates jobs, and therefore I believe we are in the right track. Maybe by Vision 2020, we'll have this industry largely dominated by local African talent.
Of course, you have indicated that the master data center would be located in Mauritius. Is there a geographic advantage to having it located in Mauritius?
Absolutely. From the geopolitical perspective, as you know, Mauritius already has a very, very robust regional financial center. Now with all the fiber optic cable, Mauritius is well connected to the continent. Mauritius has the most mature legislation in terms of data protection, and Mauritius also has the relevant human capital at this stage. So overall, I would say that Mauritius was definitely the right choice for the master data center for Africa.
At the top of your list, Daneshwa, which are the countries in Africa that you're looking at as the first ports to roll out the data centers to?
Okay, our African strategy is based around a hubbing concept. East Africa will have an East African hub, West Africa will have a West African hub, and Southern Central Africa will have another hub here, with Mauritius being the master data center. The first rollout, we are looking at East Africa, with probably Nairobi as the East African hub, but Ethiopia will probably follow very fast in our East African strategy.